Hey everyone, good morning and welcome back to more reading in The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason. Now, in this chapter, it's called The 7 Cures for a Lean Purse, and he talks extensively as he's training all these people on how he became wealthy and how they can become wealthy. And his whole purpose was to train them what they could do to be wealthy, have them practice it, and then have them teach others until the entire country of Babylon was wealthy, the city of Babylon, sorry. So, he has 7 lessons that he taught over 7 days. And I'm going to go over the first 2 right now. And the first one being 10% of all you earn is yours to keep. You have to save 10%. Now, this 10% that you're saving is not for savings. This is for investing. If you want to save for emergencies, for car repair, for health problems, save 3 months of income, just 3 months of expenses of like rent and food basics. That's something else. That you have to do separate. This 10% is for the purpose of building more income. So this 10%, and it has to be 10%. And some people may think that, oh, well, I can't do that. Yeah, you can. And the way to do that is in the second step, control the expenditures, which is budgeting. Now, a lot of people hate the idea of budgeting, but there's 2 ways to budget. One is the traditional way that everybody knows about. You list out your expenses and you say, hey, I'm going to spend that much, then that much, then that much. And it's a little boring, but it can be effective if you look at it the right way, in that you're utilizing this to find out where your money is actually going. And the second one is called projecting. Now, in both these methods, in order to properly know where you need to be spending and what you have been spending, is you have to go back at least 3 months in the past and list out every single expense you've ever paid. And the reason you want to do that is because you want to have a clear view of where your money is actually going. Arcad describes it as finding the holes in your purse by shining a light upon them. For some people, this may be a little antsy, but it's okay. It's okay to be worried about it, but you need to understand this is going to give you more power, more control over your life. Don't be afraid to reveal all these ways of where you might be spending money, where it's $200 on useless stuff or $300 on fast food, because now you realize that you're spending $8 a day on fast food just because you're not preparing a lunch. There's little simple things that we can do, but you have to list out everything you've done. And then the way projecting works is once you have that all listed out, you can cut out all the stuff that you don't want to spend. And then what's left, you can use that to kind of give an idea. Okay, so I'm roughly spending $90 a month on this. Maybe $30, $60 a month on clothing. Maybe I'm spending $350 a month on average on food. I'm spending roughly $90 a month on gas or whatever. But you find the averages and then you project, I'm going to be spending that much this next month on all those different areas. So it's like budgeting, but you're just projecting, this is how much I'm going to probably spend. And then what you do is you take out either a little notebook and a pen, or you use your phone. I can't show mine because I'm holding it. And every time you make a payment or you buy something, you mark it down in your phone or the notepad. And then from there, you can go back at the end of the month and say, okay, this is how much I've spent on what and where. And it gives you a clear view of where your money is actually going. And this can greatly empower you and your ability to know where your money is going and why. And this allows you to find that 10% of savings. Now, some people can be worried. Well, I can't save 10%. All right, well, start with 1. Like Slight Edge said, start with baby steps. Start somewhere. But if you don't start, you won't ever start. So start today. Go back, list it out, do a projection or do a budget, whichever one that you like. But start somewhere. Just start. and save like you want to get up to 10%. And believe me, if you really tried, you could. But if you can't, start on 1%. Start somewhere, but get in the habit of doing it. And once you start doing that, then you can start moving forward in your life. Then we can start looking at the next 2 steps. But we need to first start. Start building up to that 10%. And start either budgeting or projecting your money and keeping an account of what you're doing. This allows you to really have power. Don't let money control you. Don't let urges control you. Let you control you. This is your time to take your power back. And so with that, that's the first 2 lessons that he taught in the first 2 days of the 7 cures for a lean purse. Come back tomorrow with the rest. Well, not the rest, but more. So thank you everyone for joining me, and take care.